So I'm gonna do a longer extended video of this on my Patreon, but I wanted to discuss like one of my mutuals talks about how disrespectful women are and how men baby proof the world for women, and essentially women don't have consequences for their behavior, and it shows. I had a crash course in this in my relationship with my girlfriend, right? I'm a woman, I can be disrespectful. I have, watched and observed my own behaviors, other women behaviors, and made the connections to my behaviors in order to grow and master myself and show up in the world better, mostly for myself, but for everyone else that I interact with too. So I got a crash course in women's behavior in my relationship with my girlfriend, because she would say very nasty spirited things, and it was very interesting to me, and it was very much a pearl clutching moment for me, because I'm like, you don't realize, like, is this how women operate in the world? Like, this is dangerous, right? Like, I understand how women get in domestic situations, like Cassie, like Jasmine Brown, like Haley Bailey. Like, I understand how, and then like every other woman, because these women are wealthy, so majority of women do it for a lot less. I see how women get their ass whooped in relationships because women think that they're supposed to be able to say and do anything to any.
She got a point. She got a point. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Welcome to the DeMarkco effect. Will get the full effect of me. So the reason why I agree with this lady is simply because of this, right? When she's talking about the aspect of the world being baby-fied for women, it 100% is, okay. Because for women, you can go somewhere now and be safe, right? And granted, you're supposed to be safe, right? But back then, a little bit different. You catch a group of women being out at 3 or 4 in the morning around this time, different cities and stuff being out. Back then, no, because they knew you weren't safe, right? Women now today tell men, I will beat your behind and all this stuff, this and that, and yada yada, this and that. Back then, no, right? We have, and I say we, men have made it in the world to where it is easier to operate for everybody, okay? For men and for women both, which is what we're supposed to do. We want to keep on incorporating ways to make the world a better place, right? But the people that take advantage of it to the nastiest degree is women. So now you have a dilemma where now it used to be women didn't feel comfortable because of certain things, but now it's men. Okay, and what I mean by that is if a man and a woman is in the same place together, right? Let's say, maybe y'all have felt this before. You're walking down the street, you're walking behind a woman, right? You feel as though already off the bat, you may think that she think you're going to do something to her. So that in terms and facts, it actually makes it feel uncomfortable for you. Okay, so something we have done is made the work easier for women. Okay, but we're going to let her continue what she's saying.
Anyone, and you're just supposed to deal with it, right? So when they encounter someone that's not as emotionally intelligent and is not as self-mastered, you end up getting mollywopped, right? You get your ass handed to you. You get kicked out on the street. Like, I see how women end up getting their head knocked between the washer and the dryer, because women are reckless with their mouth and with their actions. And they think they're just supposed to get away with it, and people are just supposed to deal with it. And like, I genuinely see how women can get their head knocked between the washer and the dryer by men and people in general, because you think you're.
What's for her knocking people heads between the washer and the dryer? Yeah, a lot of people are, when you're dealing with when you're dealing with people that's not as emotionally intelligent, like they're, instead of being calm in a situation where someone is not calm, but they're matching your energy type thing, that's not going to end up right for you, because you're going to be in a domestic violence relationship, you're going to be in an abusive relationship, and a mentally abusive relationship. And it happens a lot because a lot of y'all think y'all crazy. Y'all think y'all can tell somebody F them and that you're going to whoop they behind and all of that, and you expect for them to which, granted, you shouldn't just put your hands on somebody, but y'all be pushing it. Y'all be pushing it, and at time that it happens, you gotta ask yourself, why did I put myself in this situation? Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to say and do anything to anyone, and they're just supposed to take it because you're a woman. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm a woman too. But I'm a woman with more situational awareness and survival instincts. Like, is this how you talk to someone that you financially depend on? Because that is crazy. I'm the person standing between you and the street, and you are mocking me in the bathroom with the door closed loudly where I can hear you, right? So, to some people, and I'm the type of person that, you know, romantic relationships are not a priority to me. And this is what I told her. And I'm like, you have to understand this, right? Do you think her behaviors change? No. So then you end up surprised, right? When the relationship is over. And this is the thing. Again, I'm not going to tell too much detail here. I'll go into it in my Patreon. But this is what I mean when this is what I mean. This is what my mutual means. This is what women mean when we say women have no survival instincts, right? That women don't have common sense. Women cannot do calculations. They don't have foresight. They can't do the math. Because y'all put yourselves in situations and then you act like you don't know how you got there. You can't go back and assess every decision that you made that led you up to this. When I would bring up these conversations with my girlfriend, she would act like she didn't know what I was talking about. She, like, you're in the bathroom repeating what I told you in a serious conversation loudly in a mocking tone, and then when I told you, like, it was so jarring to me, it was funny.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And we'll leave it at that. But this is the one thing that I'll say to end the video off. Typically, when it comes to relationships between women and women, they clash a lot because there's no balance there. So, right, the reason why men and women work is because there's a balance, right? Men typically are the protector, the provider, they're more calm, right? Women are the nurturer, they're more emotional, right? So when you have that man and a woman together, it works. But when you have a woman and a woman together, it's two emotional people together. Okay, so they're going to clash, they're going to get in fights because they look at each other as their equal. When man and woman date, a woman know that I cannot put my hands on this man if she's smart enough and got enough sense, because he's not my equal or I'm not his equal, because I'm a woman, he's a man, so we're different. Okay, get what I'm saying? But other than that, make sure y'all leave a like below, leave a comment. It is valued. If you just subscribed, I appreciate you. If you already subscribed, I love you already. But have a good evening, good day, good night, good morning, wherever y'all at. And I'll see y'all. Peace out.